educated.
All right, man. Brad Holmes continues to talk about his affection for the Detroit Lions starting quarterback Jared Goff. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. He said quite a few things. I got to talk about that, but you know, but he talked about Jared Goff, right? And I'm trying to bring that up right now. So, give me a minute. Let me see. I'm trying to. My search is it's definitely my computer search is definitely different than my phone searches, which is crazy. Come on now, Google. I need to bring back Ash Jeeves. So he actually did, a live interview. He sat down. So I don't know if they flagged me if I use it. It's 17 minutes. I'm not playing 17 minutes. But Lions, Brad Holmes, I've always had more optimism than outside world about Jared Goff. They just gonna keep putting pop-ups. It says when Lions general manager Brad Holmes got the job in Detroit, he quickly got to work on one of the biggest trades in NFL history, sending Matt Stafford to Los Angeles, put Jared Goff and 2 first-round picks. A year later, when Stafford won his Super Bowl with the Rams, it looked like the Rams won the trade. 3 years later, the Lions are coming off of back-to-back NFC North titles, and it looked like a trade was a win. Like a trade with both teams won. Now, a lot of people would have a difference of opinion on that. Some people in Detroit would be happy after 30 miserable years of losing, which I agree with them. I'm just happy to be winning, and Jared Goff is a huge part of that. Some people would say, well, Jared Goff is the reason. He's the reason that we're not going to that next level. Last season, I could say so. He has his bad stretches. The year they went to the NFC Championship game, his bad stretch was right around Thanksgiving. They fixed it. He got the rolling ever since. Last year, his bad stretch just so happened to come in the NFC Championship. NFC Conference semis, whatever you want to call them, the divisional round. But he played very, very well in that first playoff run. He played very, very well. So you got bad games. I think they're capable of winning the championship with him, in my opinion. But some people may feel a little bit different. But let's keep going on. Holmes, who worked for the Rams before he got the Lions job, said on Pro Football Talk Live at the league meeting that while some people thought they at the league meeting where they voting on this stuff, it's also a rumor that the tush push could be banned pretty soon. Said on Pro Football Talk Live at the league meeting that while some people thought Goff's contract was just a throw-in on the trade market to make it work salary cap purposes, Holmes himself always believed in Goff. He said, I've always said I had more optimism than probably the outside world did just because I knew him intimately well. Holmes said of Goff, quote, all the work that we did with him coming out in the draft and all the early access, I was right there with that early success. And I've always said when I was with the Rams, when we lost the Super Bowl, ready to really just write him off, I was like, look, he's so young. He still has much football left in him. I had a lot of optimism that he will be going to continue to develop and continue to mature and continue to get better. Again, you don't have the crystal ball. You never know how far it's going to go. But I was very happy for him because he put all the work in. So obviously he has some type of affection for him. He liked him. And I tell you everything, when you in this corporate America or international business world, people like you is everything. Why do you think these backup quarterbacks who shouldn't even be in the league and be backups continue to have jobs? They're liked. They're likable people. They know the right people. So for people to meet you and like you and be liked, if you're going to get into business, especially unless you're going to be the boss, if you're going to get into this working world, it's imperative that people like you. You can be the hardest working person in the building, but if people don't like you, you won't grow. in this world that we live in, a world full of lies, and they don't want to live through the truth. You can be very good at what you do, and they don't like you for whatever reason, your demeanor or whatever. But somebody that they do like and who ain't as half as good as you, they'll move them up because they like them. And a lot of times when you see people at the job half-ass working and just doing enough just to keep their job, it's because of that reason. They figured out no matter how hard I work, um, I'm not gonna move up. They don't like me enough. And I mean, you could be perfectly fine. You can be cool, but if they don't like you enough, you know what I'm saying? Just real talk. Holmes acknowledged that when he was that in his first year as Lions GM, trading the quarterback to his old team, promptly seeing his old team win the Super Bowl, while his new team went 3-13-1. That was tough. But he was happy for his old bosses, Ram Les Snead and Sean McVay, and Kevin Dimitroff, and said all of them give him credit for helping them get there. Also congratulating him for what he's done in Detroit. Of course, a lot of people thought he was a spy. It was treason by that trade. I didn't like the Goff trade. But then again, if you look back at it, do you trust his ability to go draft a quarterback? So I get it. Quote, when did the big no, I don't trust anybody's ability. But when did the big trade, Goff and the Goff Stafford trade, I had a pretty when we did the big trade, Goff and Stafford trade, I had a pretty good idea that they were going to do some big things with Stafford at the helm. Holmes said it hurt a little bit, but those guys are great. And Sean and Kevin. So, those guys, they did reach out, told me how much they appreciated with my efforts and the whole thing, but they got the job done. So in the last 2 years, the Lions are getting the job done. This season, Goff led them all the way to the franchise Super Bowl, the way to the franchises, them all the way to the franchise Super Bowl. It will be Holmes, Faith, and Goff that got them there and they wanted to go. So, am I really confident that they're going to win the Super Bowl, Goff? No. They done got a lot. They got something to do with Goff, but a lot just do it with the franchise. So I mean, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see, man. But yeah, man. I mean, that was his train of thought, and he sees something that other people don't see, and that's okay. That's the thing about you hear about, like, let's just talk about musical geniuses. They hear music different. They hear music different. So that's what's up. They hear stuff different. So shout out to him. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live, drop video. Hit the link in the description. Linktree, follow me everywhere. I'm on social media. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.